Good evening and welcome to Girlfriend Minute. I am Shar.
And I'm Pascal.
How are you this evening, Pascal?
Doing good. How are you today?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Did you see we're starting before the next day?
It's 11:37 p.m. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
it is. Yeah,
It's exciting,
I know. I know we got like 23 minutes, but
right?
it's okay.
It's and camera's working and
Yes, thank goodness.
right, right. So how was your week?
My week was okay. A little stressful here and there, but I got through it and we're almost to Sunday. So Sunday is my last day and then I get to rest on Monday.
Good deal. Make
Yes.
sure you actually do some resting though. I know you.
Well, this week I'm gonna have to because one of my guys here ended up having COVID and I cannot go see my little babies. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, because of Milo. Milo cannot be around them.
Cannot be exposed to anything. No.
So, I actually get to rest.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep in. I'm gonna do my hair. I'm gonna do my face.
Yeah,
All the good stuff you're supposed to do when you're a woman
that's right.
that I don't get to do.
Right, I hear you. It's
Yeah.
definitely, you got to make the time for it.
How was your week?
It was a little eventful.
Yeah, you had pretty exciting week.
Yeah, when we made it through Thursday. Thursday was a little, I was stressing there, but it all turned out great. We have a new baby girl in the family,
Oh,
Milani. She was born at 7 pounds 3 ounces,
cute.
21 inches long.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
gonna be tall, yeah, maybe.
Well, she was 7 pounds 3 ounces, and then her father texted me and asked me, how big was Brooke, and I said, well, she was 7 pounds 1.5 ounces, but like 21 inches long.
Okay.
So, ounces, and then they lose a few ounces. So
They do, yeah.
yeah, so she's now below 7, as of today when she was discharged, but they are home and resting. And it's been a
Yeah.
super rainy day, and they're all just kind of huddled together in bed.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad everything turned out wonderful for her and you. I know you were very,
I was. I was. And I do appreciate the text from the people that were checking on me that day because
yeah,
I didn't know if I was going to be texted because of the dynamics of certain things.
sure.
Yeah, but I was texted all good things and pictures too prior as she was prepped for the C-section and stuff. So it was nice not to feel like I was totally out of the loop and stuff. And then a few hours later, I took her big brother up to meet her. Of course, he's just like, "What is this?"
What is this thing?
you know. I mean, he's 18 months.
Yeah,
He
he's not
doesn't.
gonna.
He's going to be an 18-month-old boy who's into throwing things and doing things. And it's going to be an adjustment once he realizes she's home to stay and that this is now a part of the family. This little baby, is part of the family.
It's gonna be different for him,
It's going to be different for him.
It's
The world
something
revolved
new.
around him, and now,
Yeah.
you, you know, I, for me, when I had my daughter, it was getting close to due date, and I was induced with her because I just wasn't waiting another week, and I was done. Dr. Hayes
You
was
were
like, "You're done."
ready.
Dr. Hayes looked at me that morning. She's like, "You're done, aren't you?" So I'm done. She's like, "Well, pick a day." I said, "Okay." She's, and yeah. So I had a big case of the guilt of having a second baby
Ah, okay.
and bringing home and taking time away from him
Yeah.
and changing the dynamics of the family by doing this. So I tried to, include him and make the day special. So took Ozzy out to the gift shop on the way up and let him try to pick out something to give to the baby. Of course, he's looking at everything else. I'm like, how about this little pink giraffe?
Yeah.
So like he goes in with an
He's like,
offering, like a
no.
gift. I was trying to get him to, participate and
Yeah.
just, make him a part of it, So,
What does he
but
call you?
we're working on Nona.
No, no. Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, I love that.
I'm not the whole grandma thing.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
It just sounds
Nona's nice. I like Nona.
And
Nona
I'm not.
is grandma.
It is grandma in Italian, and I'm not so in love with Nona, but this, I don't want to be Gigi either. It doesn't.
Why don't you be a Kiki?
Mm,
No, no
no,
Kiki.
no, Kiki.
No Kiki. Mimi?
No, oh,
No.
no,
Oh,
no.
you hate that one. Okay, well,
No.
Nona it is.
Yeah, we'll get it sick with that one for now.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it was an eventful week and it was exciting and I was nervous and everyone seems to be doing well
That's
and
wonderful.
everyone seems to be fine and healthy. And so I took Ozzy out yesterday and we did some Christmas shopping. I finally got some Christmas shopping done. Are
Good.
you ready for
Hell no.
Christmas? Not yet.
No.
Well, I got some done. I didn't say I got the majority of it done. I just made a tiny little bit.
I think I'm gonna go on Monday when I have off. I think I'm just gonna pick the kids something, one toy for each child, and then my grandson, well, both of my grandsons, the one actually I have to order because his shoes are a little bit special
Hmm.
shoes, so you kind of basically put your foot in them, put his foot in them, I mean, and then zip it around his feet.
Gotcha.
So those are actually pretty cool shoes.
Yeah.
Um, and they made them very stylish, you know.
Yeah.
So it's nice. You have your choice of picking, but they're pretty expensive.
Are
Um,
they?
yeah, they are. And then Oliver, the one that's close in age to Azael, he is in need, I believe, of pajamas and a couple of things. So I'll pick those up for them and
Yeah.
get him a toy, you know. And I
Yeah.
think that's it. The rest of it, they're getting a gift certificate, and that's it.
I asked my daughter, she's like, just get for the kids and things they need. She's like, with her being over 7 pounds, I really did not expect her to be over 7 pounds. I expect her to 5, 6 pound range.
Um,
And the newborn clothes only go up to 8 pounds. She's like, please start buying clothes for the next phase. So she has something to grow into. And then she's like, Aziel only has two 18-month pajamas that fit him. The ones you just got him, I bought him a bunch of 12 months. Well, now he's outgrown them like in a month. So one thing Aziel got early yesterday was some new jammies. So
oh,
I
that's
bought
good.
bought him a week's worth of new jammies. So that way she doesn't have to worry about doing laundry right away. I washed everything I bought him to give early. Um, and sent it home. So when she came home from the hospital today, she didn't have to wash anything he wore here while he was with me since Wednesday night or anything like that. It just went back clean, except for what he was wearing.
Oh,
So,
that's perfect. You're an
yeah,
awesome
no,
mommy.
I have moments, but I just didn't want, she's, I was getting the stroller out of my truck and she was going to grab it. I'm like, no.
No, she just had a cesarean, so no
She just had a
way.
cesarean. So you
Yeah.
you go inside and I can get and Xavier, he came out and he got everything, the majority of everything. I got the
Oh,
stroller
good.
and put it in her car and stuff, but he came out and got the car seat and diaper bags and all that stuff and whatnot. So
Okay.
yeah, but she's wanting to help and I'm like, you can go inside. It's pouring down rain. Just go
Yeah.
inside and
Well, I
take
mean,
care.
it's good that she's moving around though, so that'll
It
help heal
is.
fast.
Yeah. She didn't sit around last time either. So,
Good.
yeah. So, and anything I bought for the baby to grow into is going to be baby Christmas gifts plus some newborn toys. You can see the little elephant behind me.
Yeah. So cute. I love it.
That's for her. There's a few
Yeah.
other toys back there and some that'll be
Yeah.
arriving tomorrow. But I got her. She doesn't know what's,
No,
yeah.
not yet.
But she's gonna have some things under the tree. And I did some wrapping tonight. I'm pretty proud of myself.
Oh, very good.
James's girlfriend was here and she asked to use my kitchen and air fryer. And so she was making some hors d'oeuvres for a party and we were chatting. And this is my first real conversation with her because this is my third time ever meeting her. And, remember Brooke Becker from high school, the one that was in a coma?
No, not
She
really.
was in a car accident in a Thane car, those Thane
No.
cars. And she was in a coma for a long time. This is her cousin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, talk about small world. So she's a
Yeah.
teacher at an elementary school. And so she was telling me, yeah, well, James and I started talking back in March. I'm like, oh, really?
Nobody told me.
Yeah. So I'm wrapping gifts and she's making hors d'oeuvres and I'm just kind of chit chatting and getting info. So yeah.
Well, did you get some of those hors d'oeuvres?
She left me a container, yes. So
Oh,
it was
very
all
good.
good. She's a very nice girl. She's a very nice girl. So
That's good.
yeah. So, anyway, so it was, I actually have gifts under the tree now. They're all Oziel's. I have his wrapping paper, specific theme, little dinosaurs with Christmas hats. And I have Milani's theme. And then I'm just, Brooke's asking for necessity stuff. My son's asking, can I have socks and underwear? And,
Oh, yeah.
I need these knee pads for this, and I need special socks for weightlifting, and I need, so I'm like, whatever. So that's what they're getting. They're getting what they asked for because they don't want to spend the money on themselves for the necessities. And if I can help them out and they save a little bit of money, that's fine.
Yeah, and why not? I mean, that's
Why
something that
not?
they can use.
Yeah. So, and
Rather
I
than
always
getting
pick up.
them a gift that they
Yeah.
can't use and they just put it in the corner somewhere. Let it
And
collect
I
dust.
always, well, that's the thing. Don't tell me, yeah. And I always grab stuff for the kids anyways. So,
Sure.
But yeah, and I had a facial today, so I dropped off Oziel and gave him back to his parents and got to hold the baby for a few minutes, and then I
Aw,
came and got. She's tiny.
I know,
She's
but
so
she's
cute, and she's
adorable.
already got the little waves in her hair, which
Does
Oziel didn't
she?
have. Yeah, which is how my
Ah,
my daughter's hair was. She had little
okay.
waves. So yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, she's just tiny.
I
Yeah.
know.
You forget Oziel's tiny still, and I always tell everyone how tiny he is because he was a preemie. He's tiny for his
Yeah.
size, his age or whatever. And then she comes along, even though she's bigger than him at birth, she's still tiny.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You don't
So,
realize how you forget those moments of how tiny they were, when they were
yeah,
born.
and that's what I did. I forgot, and here we are.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Good, good. New life
on to the
always brings new foundation, new things, new memories.
yes.
Yeah,
So
great.
it'll
That's
be an interesting Christmas trying to figure out getting everyone in one place with a newborn because everyone,
oh yeah.
not to be a germaphobe, but
No. Be a
she's gonna
germaphobe.
she's gonna be a week and a half old, and so I don't know that she needs to be going to family big Christmas and stuff. I don't
And
know.
that's why we have a traditional rule that the mother doesn't leave the house for like 40 days. You can
Yeah.
come and visit. You need to wash your hands. You can come and visit, but she doesn't leave the house for 40 days because of all of that.
Well, in my day here, it was 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, no, was it 2 weeks or was it longer than that?
Well, I think it's 2 weeks for the baby's checkup. So you'd have to leave
My
the house
my
for 2 weeks.
Yeah, you have to leave the house for that. I don't know. I don't remember what age I took them out to visit, but it was whatever age they said they could be, and I know it was later than 2 weeks.
Okay, yeah.
It's like one thing to put them in the car and go to the pediatrician. It's like don't take them grocery shopping,
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And I
so
didn't. I stayed home for the 40 days. I did all
yeah.
of that.
I know that the year she was pregnant with Aziel at Christmas time, we all got COVID after the family Christmas
No.
party because someone was a carrier of it at the party, including her. She had COVID in the beginning of her pregnancy with Aziel.
Right. I remember.
So, yeah, so, you know,
Okay, well, she'll figure it out. You guys will
yeah,
figure it out. Don't worry.
yeah.
Okay.
So, but that's about it.
That's exciting, though. You had a very, very eventful week.
It was eventful. It was eventful.
Yes.
It's nice to be able to breathe normal again.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
I'm relaxed now.
yeah. So, for this week.
For this week.
It's always
Yes,
short-lived, you know that.
I know. I know.
Every time I turn around, someone's bringing me joy.
Uh,
It's like,
right? Lots of it, too.
lots of it. I'm like, I'm
Well,
just sitting here minding my own business. It's like,
okay, at least you got tomorrow. You got to rest. You can rest. You can go out. You can do whatever it is that you want to do tomorrow, and before you got to go back to work on Monday. So.
I'm cleaning.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. You're not going to be cleaning all day.
Eh, we'll see.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know.
You never know.
Yeah.
Once I get obsessed with something I start, it becomes this whole bigger thing, and then
Oh,
everything comes off the walls, and Not
Of
always, but
course.
sometimes. But no, there's things I need to do, and I had him, so I just spent time with him and didn't worry about laundry or anything. So
Yeah, that's good. No, spending time, that's quality time together.
yeah, so it was good. It was good.
Good,
I
good.
miss him.
Oh, I bet. I bet. They're very enjoyable when you have them for a couple of days. I get when I go to my daughter's house, and sometimes if I'm watching them for the weekend, like that one weekend where they had gone away,
Yeah,
and I was watching them, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm like lost sometimes.
I know.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
then,
it
you
was.
come back to reality.
It's like, how did I shower and have kids before?
I know. I know. We
And
did it
now
though.
we did it. And Aziel now is at the age where he can reach my doorknobs when he's on his tippy toes, and they're
Yes.
handles, so he knows he can pull it and
Yes.
open it. So I have to make sure the front door is dead bolted in
Oh,
case he
yes.
escapes my room, which I could lock it, but James was in the house, so James had it kind of under control. you know,
There you go. Yes.
you know. Yeah, I'm like, where'd you go? And all the dogs come running in. I'm like, no, not you guys.
Oh, yes.
The
Yes.
other non-furry one.
Hmm. The one that walks on two legs.
Yeah, somehow we managed. So yeah, we got it done. We got stuff done. I kept him busy. We took him to look at Christmas lights and stuff. So he had a good time. So,
Oh, that's good. That's
and
good.
I
Very
just,
good.
yeah, now I'm like, oh, he's gone.
He'll be back. Don't worry.
I know, I know. So, anyways, so that's that. So you want to talk about our topic for this week?
Yeah, let's do it.
So I posted, what type of people do you try to avoid at all costs?
And what type of people do you try to avoid at all costs?
People, no, I'm just kidding.
All people.
All
Okay.
people, all the time. No, I'm just kidding.
Every single one of them.
Right. Well, some days, it could be.
Yeah, I know.
The typical, I don't do drama. I do not do the whole drama thing. So if you're bringing drama to my life, I'm at the point where I do walk away.
Yes.
Um, the toxic, the drama, the narcissistic, the negative,
Yeah, you have to walk away from those people because those people will bring you down. I
you
mean,
know.
there for the longest time in here, I had uh, one of the waitresses. She would come in, and she would be always like just not having a good day. She was her husband was at home. She's younger than her husband by like years or something. It's a big gap. Um, he's tired, right? At home. She's full of bubbles and bubbly.
Uh,
So she would come in, just miserable every day. And that kind of, the atmosphere here was just so down all the time. And I told her, I said, listen, no, we're not doing that. You're going to come in here, you're going to come in here happy. I'm not, I'm not doing this down thingy in here.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Yeah, it just, if you are with someone, not only do they bring you down, but they bring the drama, and you always feel like you're caught up in some story of someone else's life, and
always.
you're somehow brought into it, and you're somehow feeling like you have to explain something which you didn't even participate in
You sure
willingly.
didn't.
Yeah, no, yeah, just, um, yeah, I just it's drama, and I have no desire to participate in any of it. I like simple, I like calm, I like dark nights on the couch watching a show that's mindless. I don't want to participate in anyone's drama. And I've been brought into drama by adults older than me, older
Hmm.
than us, and was unfriended yesterday by them.
Oh no.
I'm just laughing.
My gosh. What are we, like 5?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
So
Well, okay, they're lost.
it's not
It
even anyone I
happens.
talk to. It's not even anyone I talk to. That's the catcher.
Oh.
So yeah, it's like, okay, that's fine. Works for
Okay.
me.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Gina.
Don't write, don't call. We're good.
Yeah, we're good. Now, that's just
You know.
childish behavior to me. I mean, if you just don't want to talk to me, that's pretty cool. But, don't. don't do stuff like that. Like unfriend me and undo this and undo that. Like we're not 5 years old or 10 years old. We're not in middle school. Get over it.
Well, I think it's sometimes cultural, and I think with these people, it's a little on the cultural side though too. Again, maybe overly passionate is being kind to say in everyone's business when they should not be. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah. So, and because of relations and stuff in the family, I know of them and know of situations, but I don't participate. And so here I am.
Yeah, and you
I
don't
am
have to. You're not obligated to participate in any of that stuff anyway.
no, well, who wants
Stay
to?
away
I
from
got
stuff.
I got bigger fish to fry, so who wants to? The biggest response was the narcissists,
Yeah, that is a big one.
and I think everyone kind of has some of that in them, some more
Yes,
so than others.
of course.
I think it's kind of human nature to a degree,
It is,
but
and some people use it in the wrong way. Um,
yeah,
some people, it's good to be thinking of yourself and being a little bit selfish, but when you're using it toward something bad, then no, it's just not. It's not condoned. I don't like anything to have to do with it.
yeah, no. Um, so that was huge. Someone posted my kids. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're joking or if they're serious or not. I don't know if there's been a falling out, um, or what caused them to post that. Someone posted drunk people,
Drunk people, yes. It depends.
so,
It depends on the drunk people.
well, I think they mean like someone who has an addiction.
Oh,
They're
okay.
addicted, or you're always cleaning up their messes. I have friends who take care, we're going to party and this person's coming and they drink so much, I always end up taking care of them, that type of thing.
Okay.
Then I'm like, don't party with them.
No, don't party with them.
Don't
Exactly.
invite them to the party. Someone posted people that play victim, people that love drama, people that are dishonest, people that cause stress.
Yeah, that's a big, major one. Stress.
Yeah, you know,
You should be
I,
more tranquil for yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, who's going to take care of you? And it's not being selfish, it's just taking care of you to be able to help others if that's what you choose to do,
yeah,
you know? But you have to help yourself first.
yeah,
No,
you
but
do.
that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one.
Well, it's your mental health.
Yeah.
It gets wearing and draining, so it's your mental health. Someone else posted mother-in-law and dad's two younger adult children.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm assuming younger adult children doesn't necessarily mean directly related, maybe half siblings or something like that.
Could be, yeah.
Uh, well, the whole mother-in-law thing, well, that's a story of all times.
Well, it is. It is.
It
And that
is.
goes all across the board. Even in my
Yes.
culture, it's all the same thing, all the way across
You
the board.
know. Um,
I'm glad I don't have a mother-in-law, so I'm good with that one.
right? People that blame others for their issues, many times they are the parents that they find fault with.
Yeah.
So,
That goes again with narcissists. So,
yeah, always blaming other people for everything that's wrong in your world when you are fully responsible for your choices and decisions. It's fine to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. You don't go in life without making mistakes or poor choices or any of that.
but you
You
have to
know,
learn from them. That's the
you
point.
have you have to learn from them, and you know, now if you're doing it intentionally, that's a whole other animal too. Some people thrive on that stuff. It just seems like a lot of work. I don't know.
It is a lot of work, definitely.
You know, someone posted loud, obnoxious, I'm always right people,
Yes.
people that are overindulged,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
you know,
Definitely.
um, avoiding people who claim that their religion is the only way to be and to try to force their religion on another person.
Yeah, I've come across some of those people too.
They do. I think I told you, I had a Jehovah Witness at the clinic recently, and she had a business card she gave me with a QR code and told me to scan it. And
Oh,
she left, and I'm looking at it, and it was for Jehovah Witness, her
oh, yes.
religion, telling me she had been a Catholic for however many years, and for the last 3 or 4 years, she's now, Jehovah Witness and stuff, passing out business cards. And I'm like, this is a medical facility.
Yeah, people want to spread the word, and sometimes they do it at the wrong times, unfortunately.
I
Um,
understand you want to spread the word, but most people our age are adults and know where to find what we're looking for.
oh yeah, exactly, exactly. I mean, it's the same thing, like, them knocking on your door too, as well. Like my mom, she used to tell them, look, don't you see the Virgin Mary is outside? Like, why would I ever need to go and do anything else? I'm like, okay, mom, like they don't really care about that stuff.
I think I told you the story. The one girl that came knocking on my door on the beach, she was a Jehovah Witness, and I was in band with her. And my mother was like, slam. I was like, oh,
Oh my
I
God.
know her.
Yes.
Just say no, thank you. I do
Yeah.
it.
I'll do whatever.
Okay.
Well, you want to laugh. Here's a story for you about that before we move on to the other one. So, Avery, my friend, right?
Yes.
So, her mother, when she sees Jehovah's Witnesses start walking down the street and they're getting ready to come like towards her house, she'll stand outside in the front. She'll go, "Oh, Jesus Lord, don't let them come over here."
Are you serious?
Yes. She did that the one time. Yeah, Avery told me about it. She's like, please, please, I don't mean any harm. I don't mean anything. Just don't have these poor people come over here into my direction. So
So,
obviously they walked away.
yeah. So I have a funny sign outside my door that someone made me out of state. She was making them, and I paid a few bucks for it. And it says responsive dogs, please call or text, do not knock.
Uh-huh.
It has little paw prints, really cute, and um so it kind of hangs on this little shepherd's hook in my front potted plant. And I was sitting there, and the dogs did not, they were out like a light. So they didn't hear the two Mormons walking up the driveway a few weeks ago.
Oh my.
And which is fine because, they hear a
Yeah.
squirrel 2 miles away and they're barking at it. So a leaf blows across the yard and they're like, who's here?
Right?
I mean, yeah, they're very dramatic, And so they stopped. And I guess I had the slats open on the shutters just enough, and they stopped and they read the sign, they turned around and walked away.
Ah.
Dogs never
Get one of
woke
those.
up. So I don't know if they think, well, that's not true. Nothing barked. It's just,
No, they just didn't come. They saw it and they were like, okay, better get out of here before they start barking and coming out at us.
I used to like when I had Roscoe, I used to leave the front plantation pulled open it like, opens like a door,
Yes.
and they just all be lined up, and people be coming up the driveway and stop and stare. All you see are heads.
I
Two
love
big
that.
ones, two big ones, and a hound going, I'm their backup man, and don't
That's
play with
right.
me. And he means it. He's worse than the big ones.
My God, I know you told me he nipped at you a couple of times, your ankle. I mean,
He
not that
gets,
he did it on purpose, but
no,
you know.
he jumps up and he grabs my shirts
Ah,
commonly, and
okay.
he gets over grabby, and it's greeting me. He knows who I am. I mean, I can
Right.
come out of the bedroom after sleeping all night and he's jumping up and grabbing, and he gets over whateverness.
And
So,
he gets, yeah, yeah.
it's a little over anxious. He's a short dog to the ground. The sucker can jump up to my shoulder.
Oh, wow.
And he's kind of chunky. We don't talk about it, it hurt his feelings, but
No.
yeah, he's kind of chunky. He's put on some weight since we've had him, like, I don't know, 10, 11 pounds.
Yeah, but he can still jump on up towards your shoulders.
hmm
Oh, yeah.
Which is
Well,
how he gets my elbow and stuff. Because I'm like
oh,
usually
got
doing
it.
this,
Yeah,
trying to get away.
got it. That's why.
um, Someone posted know-it-alls. Someone posted dumbasses. I think we all try to avoid that.
Yes, yes. I think I have one here. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm like really like seriously, it's too much for me. I can't take it. It's like it's not. It's. I don't know if it's being a dumbass or just like pretending you're a dumbass, and that even irritates me worse.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like I've already told you how to do something 5 times, 6 times. You don't get it yet. It's
Yeah,
not rocket science. It's not a hard job. You
yeah.
had two sole jobs to do, and you took 5 hours to do one of them. Like,
Wow.
come on, man.
Yeah. And it's certainly not beneficial to you, not only financially, but just they're in your space at that point.
Yeah, because I find that I'm doing it, so why should I pay somebody else to do something that I'm already doing? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that is true. It's hard to find good employees. Been there, done that, and I don't enjoy it. It would be
Yeah,
different if the world was different. If the majority of people still had that same work ethic and
yeah.
consciousness about, I'm
Which
saying
they
call in
don't.
sick, it's fine, they can figure it out. Well, you affect, especially if you're self-employed, that whole schedule that whole day, especially if you're in service work, you
Exactly.
know. Been there, done that. So I have a friend, like I said here before, who owns a popular restaurant down the beach, and he's like, most of my job is babysitting, making sure everyone's where they need to be when they're
That's what it
supposed to
is.
be there,
What it
you
is.
know.
That is
Yeah,
exactly what it is. Yeah. He's
yeah,
absolutely right.
yeah. So, I don't envy that of you. You know, I just
Yeah.
don't.
No, it's tough, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Those are
Someone,
another people to avoid.
right? People who talk about others to you will talk about you to others. And I've always said that. If they're talking to you and they're talking about Sheila down the road, whoever Sheila is, I don't know. I'm just making it up. And then they go see Sheila.
Yes,
They're talking about you to Sheila.
exactly. Of course.
If they're talking about other people, they're talking about you to other people.
100%. a hundred
Do
percent.
not believe them when they say, no, I would never do that to you. Bull.
Exactly.
They're doing it to you. You just haven't been told yet.
Not yet. No. But
No,
eventually you end up finding out. I found that you end up finding out eventually.
you absolutely do. You
Mhm.
absolutely do end up finding out,
That's why some of the friends that I had before, I don't have them anymore because of that reason.
Oh, well, a lot of women do that, no
Yeah,
offense. We are women, but there's a lot of women is like catty, clickiness groups.
exactly. Yeah.
I
That's another
mean,
thing to avoid. See? Somebody
yeah,
being catty.
yeah,
Subject there.
right? Right? I mean, seriously. So, yeah. And someone posted needy people.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like
needy
you can
people.
never do enough sometimes.
No, you can never do enough sometimes. You
No.
can never, never, never do enough.
Mm.
Um, yeah. And once you start doing and they start realizing you're going to do, they
They don't
keep,
stop asking.
they don't stop asking.
That's funny that you mentioned that. I have a girlfriend of mine who comes in here every once in a while. She actually gets food from here, but she stops in every once in a while and I sit with her. And she was telling me that um, she actually had to or would like to quit one of her jobs because the reason is that one of the people that is over there is constantly asking her to help or to do something. And she's a speech therapist, okay?
Yeah.
So, and she doesn't know how to take no for an answer. If she says no, she'll come back again and she'll re ask her again. And she'll keep asking until she finally gives in and is like, okay, fine. What do you want me to do? And I told her, I said, why are you doing that? Like, no is no. That's it. Now you're putting too much. And then she gets stressed out. That's the thing, is then she
It,
becomes stressed because,
because,
yes,
yeah.
she's asking, this person is asking her to do a bajillion things, which she already has to do. That's already on her list of things to do.
Yeah.
So, you know, and why can't you do it yourself? Some people just like to dictate to others what they want to do.
I have been invited to gatherings by certain people where I've ended up helping put it together because other people stood them up that were supposed to show up and actually put the gathering together.
Yeah.
And then later, those people are on Facebook thanking all the people who showed up late and didn't do the majority of the work.
Yeah.
And forgetting the ones that did the majority of the work when wasn't even supposed to be doing any work at all.
Exactly.
Happened to me a few times, so now I decline to go when they have a gathering. I'm like, yeah, thank you. I'm doing this or something else. I don't want to work at your gathering.
No, I don't blame you. You're going
I'm bringing
there.
a gift. I'm participating. I'm not here to work because I showed up.
Exactly. And there's
and
nothing wrong with helping, but don't take advantage.
Correct. And when you start to feel like you're taken advantage of, it's just like, I'm done.
Oh yeah, and after a while, if you don't say anything about it and you let it slide, then the next time you let it slide again, and then it takes a toll on you because then you're constantly thinking about it. And why should you be?
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't be. And, when the first time it happened, I thought, who are these people that are her good friends that didn't show up to help her when they're the ones supposed to be throwing this for her?
Exactly. Not very good friends.
It was a baby shower. It was her baby shower.
Oh, see? They're not very
and so the problem with that is nothing's ever reciprocated. So it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, good. See, you took that away. So there you go.
I did. Very quickly.
Yeah.
When I saw the repeated pattern the second time, I'm like, yeah, I'm out.
Oh, yeah.
And then that I didn't. No, you don't go back for more. Someone posted creepers, and as you know, we've had the conversation. There are creepers on social media.
Yes.
And for some reason, I don't know why, you post something and some people, men, no offense because I'm a girl, men,
usually always men, I'm sorry.
Well,
I don't find that it's women, so.
Yeah, it hasn't happened. Yeah, no, you know what I'm saying. Again, not offending anyone, whatever, but I'm talking about my situation. So anyways, I get, random messages from guys and I'm like, and it's so funny. I had one recently and it was a picture of me and I don't know, whoever. And I post those pictures of me and whoever so that I can see them again because I do not print all the pictures I take.
Right.
And I cannot keep every picture I take. So I post them not because I'm vain and I want to see myself or talk about myself. So in a year from now, I'm like, oh, that was a good memory.
Yeah, sure.
And this is what I look like then.
Yeah, of course.
Next year I could be missing 10 teeth. Who knows?
Not yet. You're still young.
I know I am. And I had a good dental visit the other day.
There you go. Good.
I go 3 times a year. So, I'm good. But anyways, so, they're like, oh, I was so taken back by your beautiful picture. You have a beautiful smile. If the guy could not say the word beautiful more times in a paragraph, I could vomit.
My God. That's crazy.
It sounds so fake.
Because they have nothing better to say.
It sounds so fake.
Well, because they think they can get you with the word beautiful. Like you're just
well, they're wrong.
You're gonna be like, oh, thank you. Oh, you said I'm beautiful. Oh, get over yourself.
Yeah, no, sorry, I'm not 20 anymore.
No.
It probably didn't even really work then either. But and then a few days go by and hi, beautiful. I just had to say hello to you. I was like, why? Why? What did I say that possibly made you think I wanted to hear from you again? What did I mistype something? Like look, I'm like,
right?
What was that?
Did I type your name?
Because I make it very short and very clear.
Yeah.
So I'm not playing. Yeah. Just not playing. But if you're gonna play percentages, if you're gonna play percentages, you guys out there. If I send this to 10 women, how many are going to bite, type deal. try to sound a little more sincere and authentic or something, because do not tell me I'm beautiful and how beautiful my smile is or my teeth are every 2 minutes, because I just want to reach through the screen and punch you.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well,
It is
because, you know,
so fake.
a lot of the times guys always think that that's what we want to hear. That's not what we want to hear at this age, at this
No,
time. Like, have a little
no,
more conversation, you know. Okay, thank you. I'm beautiful. You're calling me beautiful. I appreciate it. But how many times you going to say it? 5,000 times?
yeah,
Like, that's enough, you know?
you know, and I think most women, at least the ones I talk to our age and talking to you and our other friends, it's sincerity.
It is. It
Be
is.
sincere. And I think people use social media to try and just stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
Be sincere. Have a real conversation about real life. Be sincere.
Yeah, he
Oh,
could have just been like, "Hey, Shar, I haven't talked to you in a minute. Like, you know, what's going on in your life?"
yeah.
You know, something like that. I mean, he didn't have to. That shouldn't be the first thing that he should say. Like,
No.
if I was going to talk to a guy on social media, I'd be like, okay, let's say Eric. I don't even know an Eric, but let's say
We'll go with Eric.
we'll go with Eric. Say, hey, Eric, what's up? I haven't talked to you in a while. You know, how's everything going? You know, if he answers, okay, that's great. If he doesn't answer, okay, then that's the sign of I'm not going to talk to you again. I'm not going to wait a couple days and then re-hit you again. You know what I mean?
Well, this is someone we actually went to high school with.
Yeah.
So I was just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
you
He's
know,
trying. He was
and
trying you.
I stream late on Friday and Saturdays, and I didn't stream late last night because I had the baby. So I figured if he got up or got up early, I was gonna need sleep. So I went to bed at a reasonable hour last night,
Right.
like 11:30. He did get up once, but I just lay him back down, and he goes right back to sleep. And uh, and we slept till 9 this morning, both of us.
Oh,
It
wow.
was,
That's good.
yeah, it was nice. I woke up, I was like, what time is it? I was like, you know,
That's a
you
late
know,
bird.
but I was streaming something a few weekends ago, late one night, and he messages again, can't sleep.
Well,
No, I can.
that
I'm
was,
like, no, I sleep fine, thanks.
yeah. Thank you. I have no problem in that area. Can't
what,
sleep.
what are you doing? Be sincere. Hi, how are you? How's the family?
Exactly. Something like that.
Congratulations. Be sincere.
Yeah.
Don't say beautiful. How many times can I fit beautiful into this paragraph and she'll be impressed? No, she will not be.
No, she will
Okay,
not.
there might be one that will be, but it's not me.
Right, exactly. Exactly. I'm just over that. Like
I
at this
well,
point
yeah.
in time, I'm just like all, you know, before like when you're younger, you'd be like, oh, you hear the word beautiful and you're just like smitten, you know, you're like taken
Yeah.
back and whatever. But now it's like, okay, thank you, I appreciate it. But do you have anything else to say?
You're right. It's like if you're dressed up and you look really nice and they're like, "Oh, you look beautiful."
Yeah,
That's sincere.
right. And if there's
But
one, if
some
in it,
picture posted weeks ago on Facebook,
yeah,
it's just, I'm sorry. I'm
I know.
mean. I'm sorry. I'm just honest. I'm just like,
No, it's not mean. It is what it is. I mean, a lot of women, like you said, at our age, we're not looking for that. Sincerity is the
no,
main thing, and you know, say hello. Don't be acting like you know. I want to hear all those words. I really don't.
I don't. No, no. And I don't think none of the women that I'm friends with, you tell my one good friend Laura anything like that, she's gonna look at you like you need a,
Right? Are you okay?
you okay? What's going on over there? You on something?
Do you have a fever?
I'm a retired detective. What'd you take?
Yeah. That's a good one.
Legit question for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just, yeah, I
I
mean,
think they're
just,
just trying too hard. Just trying too hard.
if you're going to try, be sincere.
Yeah.
Be
That's
there, be a friend, be sincere, check in every once in a while, say, hey, how are you? Whatever.
Right. We
But
might have better
don't be
conversation.
like, I was taken aback. You were taken, what? What are you talking about? It's just a smile. What?
What's wrong with your back?
Yeah, right. Did you
Your
tell
back
that?
okay? What happened with your back? What did you do to it?
I'm like, did you read what you typed before you hit the send button? I don't know.
No,
I'm just like,
you didn't. You didn't.
I mean,
Well, and
I don't know.
I found that sometimes, guys don't have anything better to talk about except those
Well,
kinds of things.
I don't want to be so like belittling or condescending or anything either. But again, when I say sincere, say, hey, how are you? I think you're pretty, something like that, and leave it.
Exactly. Let it go.
Let it go and move on with the conversation.
Yes.
Have something meaningful. Telling me I'm beautiful
Bring
however
something
many
to the table.
times, I just honestly don't care if I am or not in anyone's eyes, to be quite honest.
Right. I know I'm beautiful in my eyes. That's enough.
Yeah. Well, not even. I'm just saying in general. I mean, I think people have lost their sincerity, and I think when they're on social media, I think they kind of feel like maybe it's a shield or something, but hiding behind.
I mean, it could be, and then it could be that maybe he just really doesn't know how to talk to people, you
It
know?
could be. And so I don't want to be mean about it, but I'm
No,
telling you men out there, do not use the word beautiful 10
10,000
times
times.
in one sentence. It's just,
Exactly.
it starts to lose its authenticity, after like the second time.
It does. Like you said, one time is enough, and then move
Yeah.
on.
And I understand you're looking for that attention and you're looking to make a connection and maybe whatever that can lead to.
Yeah.
But you got to broaden your horizons a little bit if you
Well,
think
yeah, you got
that's,
to bring something to the table for me to be like, oh, like open my eyes and say, okay, maybe I do want to have a conversation with that person.
I mean, I don't know. I just
Yeah.
was like reading this paragraph. I'm like, why are you messaging me first of all? I haven't seen you in person since high school, and I've only seen pictures here and there randomly on Facebook of you, and I just keep scrolling. I just
I don't know.
It's not like I sit there and I like every picture I see because I certainly do not. you know?
No, I don't
I'm
either.
like, oh, their face again.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
And I just see you 2 seconds ago.
Right.
Yeah, I did. Oh, it's right here. I mean, and yeah, so I don't know. So, anyways, don't be creeping.
Yeah. Don't be a creeper. Be
If you're gonna
normal.
creep, at least make an effort to be sincere.
Yes.
But yeah, don't send me pictures of body parts. That's a
Oh
hard no.
God. That's a big
No,
no no.
no pun intended.
Yeah, no, that's a big no.
you know.
I don't even like doing that stuff. Like, and then
Oh, but some do.
yeah, I know some do. I just like
Like, what
I've
is
been
wrong with
asked.
you?
Yeah, well, I've been asked before, to send me this and send me that. No, I don't think so.
Oh no, I've opened up my messenger to a picture a few times. So I'm just like, what the hell? What's wrong with you?
Well, when I was in the
Again.
dating world, I was in the dating world, and you go through like, all these different people, and it was on social media, the dating site, and one of them sent me a picture of his private air part, and I'm like, and he's like, you've been looking for this your whole life. I said, oh, have I?
Did you not know, Pascal? You
No,
were waiting
I
for that
didn't. I
moment.
know for that moment in time. Anyway, needless to say, he got blocked, and then after a while, I was like, oh, forget this dating site. I'm sick and tired of these.
Well, it's not even that. Again, another guy that went to our school that I knew of did not have any conversations like know him. I had my brother-in-law's brothers who were older than me. I knew people because of just connections that way. And we all
Sure.
went to school together, and their brother was married to my sister and blah 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 and all this stuff. So, he went to school with us, and I except for maybe speaking to him at high school when I was with my brother-in-law's brothers.
Hmm?
Hi, how are you? In a group setting, nothing, I can't remember the guy's name now. He blocked me because he sent me a picture of himself, of his private parts, penis.
Yes.
And for some reason, he thought that would be appealing.
And wasn't it?
Well, first of all, what are the odds that that was his?
Right, exactly. I bet you if you put it into Google Images.
Well, I'm not Googling any of that.
No, but I'm
I'm
saying, I bet you if you would have put it into Google Images, it probably would have came right up. And
Yeah.
it would have been like, there you go.
And
And then 500 other million things.
And it did.
I'm sure it did.
We could just anyway. So yeah.
We could just keep going with that.
We could keep going, but we just, I was just like, I was not so nice, and that's fine because first of all, I didn't ask you to send that to me,
And it's not.
and I'm sure there's some female out there who would appreciate that. I am not her. I don't know why you think I would be her. I do not know you. And but I got nasty. I was like, I don't even remember what I said, and that caused him to block me, which no great loss.
Oh, I'm sorry, him to block you.
Yeah,
I think you should have blocked him.
Oh, I had to chew him out first. I had to let him know. But yeah, he didn't like the chewing out.
Well, no, I know, but I mean, he got his nerve. Like, are
I know.
you kidding me right now?
And I wasn't done. And then he blocked me because I sent the first paragraph and I was working on the second. Yeah, well, that's all right. I mean, I was going to block him, but I had to have my say because I was like, I don't appreciate.
No, of course you should.
You sending me this.
But he has the nerve then to block you after you had your say. That, like, what the heck? What is wrong with people?
You're going to send me that, be a man and own up to the picture and listen.
That's it. Say, maybe I thought you would have liked this when you opened your phone. I don't know.
I did not. Talk about a shocker, because I think that was my first one. I was like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh, I bet.
From some random person. And I trust you. Ain't looking, not asking. Don't send me your shit. No. Not today,
thank you.
Not tomorrow. And why
Not
would you
ever.
want to send that to someone and it not be sincere to begin with?
Exactly.
Well, I know it's again, we've had the conversation about being wired differently than men, but I do not believe that every man out there is just looking.
Well, no, but women are doing it too,
Oh,
women,
they are.
Women
doing
are
it too.
sending their body parts and stuff, and some are making money off of that crap.
Yeah, I'll just stay poor.
Yeah, but like it's ridiculous, I mean, it works on both sides. It's ridiculous.
Oh, absolutely, so, it is.
The women shouldn't be doing stuff like that, but to each his own. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do either. But,
well, what's the oldest profession in the U.S. or the world?
Yeah, prostitution.
So I mean, it's just a different form of it when you start doing stuff like that, both
it
ways.
Is.
Well, except for that guy, but.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, so,
Well, one guy one time would not take no for an answer from me. He's like, you need to send me like a cleavage picture or something like that. I said, okay, sure, no problem. So I bent my elbow. No, I bent my elbow and I took a picture right here in between, and it looks just like cleavage, and it ain't cleavage. That's right. So you have fun with that.
I would have Googled. I would have been like,
Yeah, nah. I just sent him my joint, my inner joint area.
Right. So, and this also comes with conversation. If a girl says to you, I'm not interested in having a conversation with you.
Right, you should stop.
You should stop. I have had a guy, and you're well aware, hit me up on Messenger for a conversation. And I know of him because my son knows his stepson.
Mm-hmm.
And me saying, just leave me alone, don't message me, takes me from, you were so nice to me, now you're being mean. Well, I said, hi, how are you? And I knew you from back then at the thing. So, of course, I'm cordial in public or whatnot. I'm not,
Of course.
That doesn't give you the right to start messaging me a few years later when all that is said and done and the kids are grown and all that stuff, and then acting like you're hitting on me And, just no.
Yeah,
You're
no.
gross. You're disgusting. No.
No, thank, no, thank you.
Did I say no?
It wasn't loud
then
enough.
then then he has a temper tantrum. He's like, fine, I'll just see you on Facebook. I'm like, yeah, keep it up. And I generally don't block people. If you just leave me alone, I'm good.
Yes, exactly.
You do not know anything about my personal life unless I tell you. It's that
Yeah.
simple. I do not put my personal life on Facebook. And
Neither do I. I don't like it.
if I tell you when we're in private, that's one thing. I'm sharing with you, you're a friend. I know you're not going to go post it on Facebook.
Exactly.
There's trust and value to all that. So, but he just he hits on everybody. That's the thing with him. People are like, well, why don't you block it? Well, he hits on everybody. I mean, if you just leave me alone and take no as no and move on with your life, we're good. You don't talk to me, we're good.
Sometimes the word no is a very hard thing to swallow for some people. So they don't accept it because they're like, okay, well, maybe her no didn't really mean no. Maybe she's just having a bad day today.
I think he thinks it's flattering.
Could be.
I think his ego is so big.
Could be.
He's like, I'm a good looking guy. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what mirror are you using? Because first of all, what I describe as good looking starts with personality. And right now, what you're showing me is you.
Exactly.
And now let's hold up the mirror, and it's still, nah, I'm good.
Thank you.
Be so gone. Please be gone. Please be gone.
Well,
Well, just move along.
Yeah.
Move along.
If you're gonna talk, bring something to the table, dude.
And with that being said, I'm not asking anyone to message me to talk.
Oh, no.
And bring something to the table. I'm just saying, from a woman's perspective, don't do what these guys that are creepers do, because it's gross. It's a turnoff. It's I avoid people like that. No one should like it, but he's obviously had some success in his creeping.
Well, like you said before, there's some people that might like it.
Yeah, they're playing the odds, and there's women who want that attention, and I'm like, I have 3 dogs, I'm fine.
Oh, exactly. I have myself, I'm fine, thank you.
You're right.
Bye.
I mean, it's again.
In that sense, I do. I mean, you have to take their perspective and our perspective is just don't do it.
It's experiences.
It's not flattering.
It's gross. Some of these experiences are just gross. I'm just like, why? People do that and they live their life, and to each his own. It's not for everyone. It's not for me. It's not for me. Again, I've had.
It's not for me.
We've had the conversation a million times. Has to be sincere, has to be real. They have to be authentic. And I think social media has taken some of that away from us as to figuring out who's who and what's what.
Oh my God, big time. There's a lot of AI going on. There's a lot of filters, a lot of things like that. People are just using them like nothing.
So Danny and I, because together we're snarky, extremely snarky. We'll just call it that. There's a few people we know, and they post pictures of themselves. They were doing it pretty regularly, and they use so many filters. It's like, where is your nose? Where'd it go?
Fell off.
I'm like, when your child or children look back in 15 years, they're gonna be like, where's your nose? Seriously. Where'd it go?
Oh yeah, I know.
And it's totally blended into the cheek area, and so it's like, where's all those features?
Right.
I mean, none of us are, we're all what we are, but whatever. But yeah, have a nose.
Well, no, exactly. Like it's just it's getting out of control is what it's doing. It's getting out of control, and people are not knowing who's real and who's not.
They're not. And so what's funny is, because I'm always a curious person, I'm really not trying to be mean, but I sit there and I look at these pictures. I'm just like, why? Why would you filter yourself so much that you lose your features and you're not you?
Exactly. Because they're trying
I
to
mean,
be
if you want to
somebody else.
smooth your skin, that's fine, but leave the nose on the face. I mean, seriously, like you're zooming in and it's so filtered that it's like, where to go?
Oh, wow.
And so, I actually asked a guy friend who knows a few of these people too,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, it's really funny because they take the picture first from like here up,
Yeah.
nothing like below the shoulders, not too
Shoulder.
far below the shoulders and up, and really, really filtered. So they're just showing you what they want you to think or see. But he was like, I've seen some of them in person over the last few years, and some of them, really
Don't
just
look
they don't
like
take care of themselves. They put on a lot of weight, and they're just showing you this part, and they're over filtered, and whatnot. And then, I said, but would you look at this and like the picture when her nose missing? Because there's like 100 guys going, oh, you're so beautiful, you're gorgeous. And I'm just like, but she has no nose.
Did they even notice that?
I don't know. I'm really curious, and it would be mean of me to post. Do you see she doesn't have a nose on her own thread? But because I'm curious.
I don't know. I have no idea. These filters and all this stuff is just getting way out of control. It's not only just for the ladies, it's for the men too because they do it too. I have I don't an associate. I don't want to call her my friend because she's really not my friend. But when you see her in person, her face is obviously totally different. Now, we have another friend who's in common. He went to his country and ended up getting married to a girl from his country. Well, that girl from his country fixed her nose and has these, big, gigantic lips.
Oh
And
no.
yeah. And so what happened is she filtered herself to almost look like this girl
Oh no.
and then put it on Facebook. And I'm like,
No.
you look nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what has that done to women with, I would assume, low self-esteem, no confidence in themselves, that they feel the need to filter themselves so much that they look like someone else
Well,
to
that's
get
what it is.
those likes?
Right. Well, that's what it is. Some people are obsessed with that. They're obsessed with the likes and they're obsessed with the comments that are being said on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah. They look for that. It's like that gives them a
I
high.
get.
That gives them the more self-esteem about themselves to say, "Oh, hey, they like these pictures. I'm gonna post more pictures without my nose. Maybe I'll get more likes."
Maybe that's a feature on the filter, remove nose. I don't know, because
It could be.
I don't know anything about the filters. I got tired of seeing everyone, no offense. It's fun with the little kids and stuff, but every picture of you as an adult in your 40s and above cannot have bunny ears, dog nose, rabbit ears, whiskers of a cat. Somewhere
Oh
in there
yeah.
has to be a real sincere picture of yourself,
Well,
you
yeah, it's
know.
fun to post those pictures when you're having a good time and you're having fun. But then
Yeah,
other than that, you should show your real. What's wrong with your real self anyway?
right?
You should
If
be happy.
anything, if anything, you should be your real self in all things you do. I don't think I have one picture of me posted anywhere with any kind of critter filter, because
I don't
I
think
actually
I don't know if I do. I might
I
somewhere. I don't
actually
know.
played with the filters with a coworker. She was showing them to me when they came out when I worked part-time years ago, and we were playing with them together, making silly faces and then adding, but nothing posted. It was just she was showing me these filters that everyone was using, because I generally don't, do
Yeah, well,
that,
you were
because
having fun. You were
in
enjoying your
20
company.
years or 30 years or whenever I pass, and my children look back going, what the heck is she doing with bunny ears on? Oh
Look
my
at
God.
Nona. Look at Nona with her bunny. Do you remember that picture, honey?
I mean, it's just like, again, you don't print pictures like you used to. I've been printing some. I put a board up. I need a bigger board. But anyways, it's a whole other topic. But, you know, um,
Well, you should, anybody who is posting anything, you should just be yourself.
Yeah.
People will like you when you're yourself. When you're trying to
Yeah.
be somebody who you are not, it's very obvious.
It
It's
is
coming,
very
it's
obvious.
very obvious. So,
It's very obvious.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
you should love yourself to post those pictures without the filters, you know?
You
But
should,
yeah. So,
you know. You definitely need to. You need to be you in all things you do,
yes.
you know. Um, I don't know. I just find it interesting. We went from creepers to filters.
Creepers to filters. Well, there
Oh,
you
well, if
go.
you
But that's
use too
another
many
thing.
filters, you're going to attract the creepers.
There you go.
And
No,
no
but
one
that's
wants that.
another thing. That's another thing, you know, that for your topic, things that you want to avoid, and one of them is
People,
like fake people.
fake people. True.
Fake
That
people with
is
the
true.
filters and all of that we just talked about. It's who wants to be around that? Don't you want to be
No.
around and have friends who are real with you? Like if I'm doing something, don't you want to be like, listen, Pascal, you need to knock that shit off. Like, or, or something to that effect,
That
like,
would be me.
yeah,
I'd be looking at you going, "What are you doing?
yeah, what are you doing? Are you
That, that,
okay?
stop that. It's not allowed here.
Yeah, exactly. But
Don't make
that's,
me take you to the car."
or to the hospital. No,
Gotta take her
but
out for a
no,
minute, have a
yeah.
chat. We'll be right back.
But those are your real friends
Yeah,
that you can actually share those moments with and be true to yourself before you're true to them. So all this fake stuff, all this fake nonsense, you can just throw it out the window because it's all garbage anyway.
it is. It is all garbage. And everyone's playing with that AI. I have not looked it up. I have not played with it. I find stuff like that. Like I know technology is technology. It has its place,
Yeah,
but you can't let it replace who you are. Like
absolutely not.
I want to do technology to a degree that I just need to do technology. Everyone's like, "Do you email?" I'm like, "No, I don't really got anything to email."
Yeah,
I can email. I do have an
yeah.
email.
I know
I've got
how
nothing to.
to.
I don't need to email you. I do more emailing at work daily than I've done in years personally.
Yeah.
You
I don't
know.
really email either, to be honest with you. The only time I ever email is if it has something to do.
Well, at work, I work on the first floor and I talk to everyone in all the floors. Now we have Teams Messenger, but at some point, all those messages going off, I'm just like, shh, stop talking. I'm,
Yeah.
just like, I'm
Yeah.
doing other things,
Well, it
but there
gets
are
carried
people,
away.
well, there are people I talk to every day and I check on, and those are the people that I want to talk to every day. But, I can't, it's easier to email everyone and handle certain situations than it would be to have that Teams Messenger. I was responding to a Teams message one day not too long ago, and I accidentally responded on my supervisor's thread versus the thread I wanted to respond on.
Oh no.
And it wasn't anything, it was work, whatever. And I deleted it. And then I get a message a minute later, "Did you delete something?" I'm like, "Yes, I
Right?
did, because I didn't mean to send it to you. Who'd you mean to send it to?" "Oh, for the
Right.
love of."
Well, it opens another door. So,
To one of the texts. It's all good. It just didn't mean to put it on yours. We're
right.
fine.
All good.
It's all good. Don't start checking on me. I'm a big girl. Good God.
I used to have one of those when I used to work at Medicare. That was something crazy. And then we would
You,
go back and forth, and then they would be like, "Well, you're not supposed to be talking on these," and blah blah blah. And I'm like,
oh, I'm sure they
"Not."
can read every word.
Oh, they do, and they
They
can.
do.
And I,
Hmm.
we weren't talking about anything except what code goes on what, and what diagnosis code is this, and what modifier goes on that.
Well, I won't say that's all that we talk about, because we do talk about things going on with patients, and they're like, "Hey, Shar, blah, 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 can you handle this for me or whatever?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Give me the account number or whatever." And I
Oh,
go
and
and
it's
do whatever.
easier,
It's easier. But
and that's what it's for.
we talk about a lot of other things, like, "Are you bringing us eggnog with alcohol?" That's been a big topic lately, plus
Oh,
surprise
I'm
cupcakes.
sure.
They're all like, "You bringing surprise cupcakes?" I'm like, No
Did
one's
you do your
demanding.
eggnog? Did you do your eggnog for them?
I've done a home batch. I'm going to do a light alcohol version batch tomorrow. I'm going to do rum. Crystal's going to come get some because they've never had eggnog.
Oh,
And so I'm not
never
making this.
ever?
Yeah. And her husband.
Crystal.
And her husband and kids want to try it. So I'm going to make just with rum. I'm not going to make it strong.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cut the alcohol down, quite a bit. And then I'm going to, oh, it's pouring. And then I'm going to make another batch and I'm going to load it and I'm going to start taking the jars into work so people stop messaging me.
Oh, yeah.
I just get
the
eggnog
next
question mark and I'm like,
the next
no.
messages will be like, oh my gosh, your eggnog was absolutely amazing.
And I'm going to be like, I did not advise you to drink it while on the clock.
Exactly.
You are all on your own. I told you to drink it at home. Do not come to me, anybody who's reading this.
Yeah.
I've been very clear. I hand it to them. They're like, it has booze in it. I said, yes, do not open it here.
Yeah, no. Exactly.
Y'all are adults and you are responsible for your choices.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
So my goal tomorrow is I have cleaning to catch up on and laundry to catch up on. And while doing that, I'm going to make a lighter version of the eggnog. And then I'm going to make the normal version of the eggnog and start filling mason jars. So, yeah, so it's it's a little time consuming to make it, but just all the whipping and stuff. But anyway, so but yeah, so that's my goal. I'm going to be a homebody tomorrow. I say that I should probably run out and do a little more Christmas shopping, but I do have some things arriving. I just hate putting it off to the very end.
Yes.
But if by any chance it's rainy like it's been today all day, I will stay home and I will summon Amazon.
There you go.
As I did today.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that tomorrow. I have a couple people coming in so that I don't have to like be working.
Yeah.
I will try to summon my Amazon, as you say.
Well, the newborn, Milani, I have some outfits for her to grow into and some sleepy jammies to grow into because she's, the 7-pound mark and newborns up to 8 pounds. So, and then I would like to get Aziel a few more pajama sets just so I can stretch it for my daughter and doing laundry while she's healing and stuff because that was her biggest concern. I've been buying him outfits and he's got outfits coming. So he has clothes from everybody that buy him clothes and stuff. So, and then I would wash them and just give them to her so she didn't have to worry about doing laundry and stuff right now. She can just relax, heal, and spend time with the littles. Yeah, and let everyone adjust. So I try to make it easy on her when I can. I baked a bunch of bread loaves for her so she didn't have to worry about so much cooking and stuff and just easy stuff for her to make or eat. So I made them and I labeled them and froze them for her. And I have a few more things I'm going to do that with for her just so she can have them, because it's going to be weeks before she's doing anything. So just trying to ease some of the morning routine up for her and stuff so she can feed Aziel and feed herself a little something and whatnot. So
that's awesome.
What I can do.
I wanted to ask you a question. So
yes, ma'am.
The question that you posted that we just talked about and discussed, have you found that you've been getting a lot more responses on these things?
Have I found what?
That you've been getting like a lot of responses, like a lot of comments. People are commenting more.
So I've been kind of playing around with it and I've been having trying to have a little bit of fun with the Christmas questions too, just to kind of break up the monotony of more serious questions. And I have discovered that people tend to gravitate towards more relationship questions.
Okay.
We also do better on the podcast with relationship questions as to how many people are actually downloading it and listening monthly. I think because everyone has relationship issues at different levels all the time. Life isn't without any of that. So, I posted that and I got comments. I posted on the 3 different pages, the Girlfriend Minute page, the Sweet and Sassy page, and then my page. Okay. And, I did a bucket list question on one page and I had one answer. I did the bucket list question on just out of curiosity,
Sure.
I got one answer on another page. I posted it on my page and I got 17 comments
Okay.
of bucket list answers. So
I guess it just all depends on
it
who is
depends,
on the
but the relationship ones do better all around.
all around. Yeah. Okay.
So I posted, what type of people do you try to avoid at all costs? And then I changed it and I added not political, because some people start with the Democrats and stuff. It's like, no, this
Oh,
isn't political. And there's always those few guys that put in that. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't even want to deal with you.
no.
I posted that question 6 hours ago, and on one page I had 37 comments,
Oh, wow. That's great.
and then on
Right.
another page, I had 4 additional comments, and then on another page, no comments. So, the relationship ones always do better.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So if you have any relationship questions you want me to ask and see what people are thinking or saying, please message them to me and I will,
Yes, that would be great.
because
That way we can discuss more relationships. I think
there's
we're
all
gonna
kinds
have,
of dynamics,
yeah,
and
we're gonna have somebody coming on hopefully.
so my second microphone and headset arrived tomorrow from the great Amazon.
Yes, the great Amazon. I love that.
You like that?
I do.
Well, it just kind of, I was watching The Wizard of Oz last night with Oziel, and he was totally fascinated by it.
Oh yeah, the
He
great.
loves Miss Rachel in the morning with breakfast. I put him in his chair and I turn it to face the TV and turn on Miss Rachel. And he sometimes acts out her moments while I'm like getting his breakfast together. And I take him his milk, and I take him his juice, and I bring him some fruit, and I bring him this, and I bring him that. And give him a little bit of like a variety, little mini
Yeah.
buffet.
Yes.
And yeah, so last night we got home and The Wizard of Oz happened to be on, and I just got him out of the tub and I was just putting his jammies on him, and I hadn't changed the channel yet, and he was just staring at the screen, just totally fascinated. So I left it on and we laid on the couch together, and he just
Watch
sat
the
there and
Wizard of Oz.
watched the singing, the dancing. Yeah, he was just totally
Oh
fascinated by it.
wow. I'll
He
have to
didn't
put that
peep.
for my little Oliver.
Yeah, he didn't make a peep. He just sat there until he passed out, but he watched a good 30, 40 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it was all
That's
good. I hadn't really watched it in a long time, so I was watching it.
I love The Wizard of Oz. I used to watch it like all the damn time.
Well, I was never a huge fan of the witch, the green one.
Well, no, I mean neither was I, but I really liked
She kind of
them.
creeped me out a little bit when I was
Yeah.
little. I don't know what it was, but yeah. So I do,
I like
obviously
that
got
and
over
Willy
it.
Wonka and
Mm-hmm.
those
Like when he's like,
graphic
she needs to be
characters.
taken to the juicing room.
Yeah. Well, she did turn into a blueberry.
She did turn into a blueberry. She needed to be juiced.
Yes. Yes.
Those are great lines. I'm sorry. But anyways,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Well,
so
no,
I
that's
watched,
good. Your
yeah,
topics,
so,
topics you're picking are, I think they're wonderful personally.
well, I
Um,
appreciate that. Thank you.
but yeah, like we said before, if there's anything that you guys would like to hear, please leave it in the comments or message Shar, and she will them and up. Um, and you know, make yourself happy. Take care of yourself. Remember, healthy people who take care of themselves first before they take care of others are able to function better. Um, and, I have some work to do on that personally myself. Um, but
It's hard.
as we all do, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but things do come around. But take care of you. Avoid all those stressors and all the stress factors, whether it's people, whether it's work, whether it's gossipers, whether it's creepers, whether
Right?
it's whatever it is. Just
Avoid what you can. Life doesn't come without stress, but there are certain things you can walk away from to take care of yourself, and that's what you just need to do.
that's it.
That's it, my dear.
let them know what we're on, and then we're over and out.
We're on it all. You can find us on Spotify, Amazon, Samsung what is that? Podcast, Listen Notes. I'm sorry. Listen Notes, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pandora, iHeart, Deezer, TuneIn, Podcast Index.
There you go. Find us there.
Find us there. And that's it.
It was great chatting with you tonight.
As always. Always good chatting with you.
You and your little Grinch. So.
Hey, he's handsome.
He is handsome.
He's very charming.
He is.
He's misunderstood.
He is. He has a little Grinch doll, okay? And it's so cute.
He is very cute. I
absolutely love it. So, yeah. All right. Well, I hope you have a really good day. He says bye. Oh, I love it. Bye, Mr. Grinch.
Right? Bye. I know Danny's going to kill me. She's like, you and that damn Grinch.
Yes.
Now I have his fur stuck to my face. I'm like, leave me alone.
No, I like him.
I like him too. She likes him too. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good.
It is. Yeah.
It's been nice chatting as always, my dear. You have a wonderful rest of your night. It is 1:00.
Yes. Record time. Record time though. We did record time.
We started earlier. Yeah. Good deal.
All right.
Good.
Yeah. All right.
Have a good night. Till next time.